Welcome back everyone, I'm Zell, and today we're going to be taking a look at Spyderco's Dragonfly. Well, there it is guys, the Spyderco Dragonfly 2. This happens to be the ZDP 189 model, and let's get some comparison up here. It's a Spyderco Delica for size comparison, and a Rat 1, and the Swiss Army Classic SD. And here the Dragonfly is with your Ladybug, your Man Bug, your Delica, and your Endura. So it's kind of the middle child here. A little smaller than the Delica, a little bigger than the Bugs. Whenever we go to take a look at it, we have Spyderco's bidirectional texturing, works extremely well. And it is FRN, linerless FRN. If we look down in there, no liners. So, very lightweight at just over an ounce, about 1.2 ounces. And as we turn it around, it is a mid-back lock. We've got a little jimping here in the FRN. And if we look closely here, the FRN is put together extremely well. Just a very slight line where the two pieces of FRN meet. And whenever we flip it over, we have our semi-deep carry pocket clip. It is a waterfall style clip, but it doesn't go as deep as some do. But it is sitting right on top of that little insignia there where it says Spyderco Dragonfly. And that allows that knife to slide in and out of your pocket without the bidirectional texturing grabbing a hold of it. And when we open our blade, we've only got a blade length of 2.32 inches with an edge length of about 1.9. And that makes it legal just about everywhere, guys. And if we look at the blade, it's beautifully cut. It's, you know, kind of a standard drop point leaf shape Spyderco affair. We've got jimping up here and a little jimping here for a forward finger choil. And like I said, this one's ZDP 189, so when you sharpen this one up, it gets rather shiny down there on the edge. Comes out nice. And when you wrap your hand around this thing, that's the beautiful part of this knife. It is so small, yet you have a secure grip on it, and you could do just about anything with this knife. Anything that you're just slightly less than 2-inch edge length will let you do. And looking a little closer here, so we can get the lights to play with us. You can see this wedge across the top. It's mirrored on the other side. Very, very nicely cut. And jimping up the spine, standard Spyderco jimping, cut well, grips your fingers without tearing them apart. And here it is clipped into our partial pair of Levi 501s. It gets down in there pretty good. You got a little sticking up, but not much. But I have never carried this knife like that. I have always just let this thing float in my pocket. You know, some people will let it float in their pocket and they'll use it as a money clip. And, you know, I don't know if you get very many bills under there, and it probably wouldn't be a very good credit card clip, but if it works for you, wonderful. Looking down from above, we can see that the blade is well centered, and the pocket clip can be moved left or right. We do have a small lanyard hole. I don't think 550 will fit through there very well, but that smaller cord will, I do believe. And guys, I thought long and hard about what might be bad about the Dragonfly, and I can only come up with one thing, and that's this height right here. For a small knife, it's pretty tall. I mean, look at it compared to our Victorinox Cadet. That's a lot more height in your pocket. You know, is it worth it? I don't know. That's up to you. So what do you guys think about the Spyderco Dragonfly 2 in ZDP 189? I rather like it. It is a wonderful little knife. It is small with less than a 2.5-inch blade, weighs just over an ounce, and you've got big knife capability here. You really can do most of your EDC tasks that you would normally do with, say, a Delica or whatever other knife you might carry. Most of those tasks you can complete with this knife and have a 1.18 ounce knife in your pocket. And that's what I do with it. I put it in my pocket. I don't clip it to my pocket. In fact, I could take the pocket clip off of this knife and be plenty happy. And that's a beautiful thing about it. You're going somewhere and you've got to put your slacks on or your suit on, khakis, whatever, and maybe you're going around some people where you don't want that knife clip sticking out on your pocket. Well, you can take one of these and just let it float down there in your pocket. It won't get in the way. And you've got pretty much full-size capability without having to have that normal EDC knife clipped to your pocket. And it really is a beautiful thing. And should probably talk about blade steel for just a moment. I have the ZDP 189 version because, as some of you know, me and Spyderco's VG10 don't get along real well. Now, for most people, there's nothing wrong with the VG10. I just don't care for it. And also, this knife comes in H1 steel, which is Spyderco's, they say, rust-proof steel. Now, the H1 is saber ground. It's not full flat ground like the VG10 or ZDP 189. And I haven't used one of those, but I assume it works pretty good. And you can also get this thing fully serrated. There's a whole array of Dragonfly 2s out there. Pretty much anything you want, several different colors. And, you know, it's a great thing because it is a great little knife. Now, which one would I suggest you get? If you don't have rust and corrosion problems where you live, you don't have high humidity, you're not living by the sea, I would get the ZDP 189 version. Now, if you do have corrosion problems, there is that H1 version out there, and there's also the VG10 version, which is more corrosion resistant than the ZDP 189. And for those of you that may want something a little fancier, they do have a stainless steel handled version, and it weighs more. I'm not sure how much, but probably a fair amount more. But still, a very nice, pocketable little knife. And that's what makes the Spyderco Dragonfly awesome. Because you can drop it in your pocket, you can clip it to your pocket, and you get that full-size knife capability out of a very, very small package. Anyhow, guys, I really appreciate you stopping by. Don't forget to like, share, and be sure to subscribe. And you all have a wonderful day.